colleagues from UNESCO IOC, chairman and members of the national board, OSDMA officials and community leaders from Odisha, and colleagues from Ministry of Earth Sciences, INCOIS, press and media. A very good evening and warm welcome to the virtual event on UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready Recognition to the communities of Odisha. The virtual event is organized jointly by Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, Hyderabad, the Indian Ocean Tsunami Information Center, AOTIC, Jakarta, Indonesia, and the Secretariat of Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System, that is IOTMWS of UNESCO IOC, Perth, Australia. Due to current COVID pandemic situation, we are unable to organize this event physically and propose to conduct this as a virtual event with optimal number of participants. However, this event is being recorded and will be webcast immediately after this session. So with this, I now invite Dr. Balkrishnan Nair, Director in Charge, INCOIS, to give welcome remarks. Dr. Balkrishnan Nair.
Dr. M. Rajivan, Secretary MOES, Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary NTMA, Sri Pradeep Jana, Additional Chief Secretary and MD of OSDMA, Professor Dikortia Karnavati, Chairperson of ICG IoT WMS, Dr. Shenai, former Director of INCOIS and Chairman of the National Board, Dr. Srinivasa Kumar, Head Secretariat IoT WMS, and Dr. Ardito IoTIC of IOC UNESCO, colleagues from MOES, INCOIS, OSDMA, and the communities of Odisha. A very good evening, and it is my privilege and honor to welcome you all to the virtual event of UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready Recognition to Odisha communities, jointly organized by INCOIS, ICG, IoT WMS, and IoTIC. As you know, in the wake of 2004 tsunami, the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India has established the Indian Tsunami Early Warning Center at INCOIS, Indian National Center for Ocean Information Service, at Hyderabad in October 2007. Since then, IOTWC INCOIS has been providing early warnings of impending tsunamis in Indian Ocean region without any false alarms. INCOIS is also providing tsunami advisories and released services to all the countries on Indian Ocean Rim as a tsunami service provider designated by IOC UNESCO since October 2011, along with Australia and Indonesia. Though there have been significant scientific and technological development in upstream to improve the tsunami early warning system, but there is a need to strengthen the coastal community level for better preparedness to face tsunami threat. The Tsunami Ready program of UNESCO IOC is addressing such gaps in enhancing the awareness on how to respond appropriately to these warnings and preparedness. I'm happy to inform you that INCOIS, being the nodal agency of tsunami, is playing a lead role in implementing the Tsunami Ready concept in India, guided by National Board established by Ministry of Earth Sciences with the support of NDMA and ICG IoT WMS. Based on the recommendation of the National Board, after evaluation of the process, the UNESCO IOC have now recognized Venkatraipur and Nolaisahi villages from Odisha as tsunami ready communities. This is a great achievement for Odisha and India. Today we are here to present these communities of Odisha with the UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready Recognition Certificate and appreciation certificates. In this great moment, I express my sincere gratitude to Dr. M. Rajivan, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, for his encouragement and guidance in successful implementation of INCOI's programs. Thank you, sir, and I welcome you to this important event as chief guest to present the certificate of recognition to the communities of Odisha. NDMA has been very supportive in initiatives of INCOIS, almost all programs of INCOIS, in planning and organizing the capacity building programs and mock exercises in stakeholders on tsunami. I take this opportunity to thank Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary NDMA, for his continued support to INCOIS, and it is my privilege to welcome you, sir, and grace this event as guest of honor. Sri Pradeep Jana, Additional Chief Secretary and MD of OSDMA, is truly a dynamic leader, and under his able leadership, Odisha received many accolades in various aspects of disaster management of different hazards, including oceanic hazards like tsunami and cyclones. Thank you, sir, and I welcome you and also the OSDMA officials and community leader from Nolia Sahi and Venkat Raipur for joining this event. IOC, ICG, IOTWS of UNESCO IOC have been playing a significant role in coordinating with the member states of Indian Ocean region in development of system and implementing several important initiatives in addressing the challenges to improve early warning systems and enhancing public awareness and preparedness of the coastal communities to tsunami hazard. I thank UNESCO IOC for recognizing the communities from Odisha, India as tsunami ready, and I welcome Professor Dikortia Karnavati, Chair ICG IOTWMS, and my friend Dr. Srinivas Kumar, Head ICG IOTWMS, and Dr. Ardito, Head Indian Ocean Tsunami Information Center IOTIC, to this event. I am grateful to Dr. Satish Shenoy, former Director of INCOIS and Chairman of the National Board and Implementation of Tsunami Ready Program and IOV exercises, for successfully leading the evaluation process of Tsunami Ready in Odisha and recommending to UNESCO IOC for recognition. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Shenoy and the members of the National Board, and I welcome Dr. Shenoy and the members of the National Board to this event. Congratulations to OSDMA and Venkat Raipur and Nolai Sahi officials for successful implementation of Tsunami Ready program. I am sure that it will inspire other coastal states of India to prepare their communities as tsunami ready. Once again, I welcome all the dignitaries, members of National Board, officials of OSDMA, community leaders, and my colleagues from MOES, INCOIS, and NDMA to this important event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Bala, for the welcome remarks and briefing on the Tsunami Early Warning Center achievements. May I now invite Dr. Srinivas Kumar, Head Intergovernmental Coordination Group, the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System, Secretariat in Australia, to provide your remarks.
Thank you very much, Pattabi. I hope you are able to hear me. Respected, are you able to hear me, Pattabi? Yes, okay. So respected Dr. M. Rajivan, Secretary to the Government of India, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Chief Guest of today's meeting. Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary of the National Disaster Management Authority, Guest of Honor. Professor Dikorita Karnavati, Chairwoman of BMKG and the ICG IoT WMS. Sri Pradeep Kumar Jana, Additional Chief Secretary of Odisha and MD OSDMA. Dr. Satish Shenoy, former Director of INCOIS and the Chair of the Indian National Tsunami Ready Board. Dr. Balakrishna Nair, Acting Director of INCOIS. My colleague Ardito, Head of IoTIC. Pattabi, Secretary of the National Tsunami Ready Board. district magistrates and collectors, community representatives of Venkatraipur and Nolia Sahi, officials of OSDMA, ICG IoT-WMS steering group members, Dr. Yolong Miao from Bureau of Meteorology, Melbourne, Mr. Dr. Mohammad Mokhtari from Tehran, Iran, Pawan Kumar Singh, NDMA, colleagues from the media. A very good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the UNESCO IOC, allow me to welcome all of you to this virtual event and also convey my deep gratitude to colleagues from INCOIS and the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, for coordinating this important event to confer the UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready recognition to Venkatraipur and Nolia Sahi communities. As most of you are aware, following the Boxing Day tsunami of 26 December, the UNESCO IOC was mandated to coordinate the development of regional warning systems in all ocean basins, including the Indian Ocean, the Northeast Atlantic and the Mediterranean, and the Caribbean. So they joined a system that was already existing in the Pacific. And since then, much progress has been made, especially in the IoT WMS, starting from 2013, 3 tsunami service providers, which is INCOIS in India, Bureau of Meteorology in Australia, and BMKG in Indonesia, they have started operationally providing tsunami warnings to 28 member states all around the Indian Ocean region. So these warnings from these centers reach millions of people who had no access to such warnings in 2004. However, the Indian Ocean is hence safer from tsunamis than it was in 2004. However, it has been proven time and again that the best of warning systems could fail if communities are not prepared, if they do not understand the official and natural warning signs of a tsunami, and if they do not take appropriate and timely response actions during a tsunami event. So the technical upstream part of the warning system has to be complemented by an equally strong downstream social component. Recognizing this, the IoT WMS has placed huge focus on enhancing community awareness and response. And this is achieved through several capacity building activities, which are organized by IOC UNESCO. INCOIS has been host to several such events, even BMKG. We had several in Indonesia and all over the Indian Ocean Rim countries. So we do that capacity building activities. We also do Indian Ocean wide tsunami drills once every 2 years. And more recently, we have started the Indian Ocean Tsunami Ready initiative. And that's what we are talking about today. So this Tsunami Ready initiative is very unique in the sense that it makes coastal communities as the central stakeholders in the end-to-end warning and mitigation system. Traditionally, when we talk about warnings, we talk about observing systems, the models, the forecasting systems, etc. But then this, in addition to all that upstream systems, it puts communities in the center of the whole warning. So this program provides a systematic and structured framework to build and measure capacities of coastal communities to respond to tsunamis. And this is achieved through 11 indicators. And being prepared for a tsunami hazard, being tsunami ready, also has this additional advantage that the coastal communities would also be prepared for any other coastal hazards such as storm surges and cyclones. So it's very important that communities pursue this initiative. So the UNESCO played a key role in finalizing the tsunami ready indicators and the guidelines for the Indian Ocean, drawing upon similar efforts in the US and the Caribbean. And over the past 3 years, we've organized 3 regional trainings and 1 national training on TEMP to build the capacities of 22 member states. India took a great interest in this initiative and also Oman, and then tested their community preparedness against these 11 indicators during the last tsunami exercise in 2018. And since then, Odisha had made impressive progress, first to achieve the national tsunami recognition of the 2 communities from the national board, Indian Tsunami National Board, Tsunami Ready National Board, and now the regional recognition from IOC UNESCO's IoT WMS. We were in fact very impressed with the preparedness of these communities, 2 communities during our visit to Odisha in December 2019. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, so let me congratulate the communities of Venkatraipur and Nolia Sahi for being recognized as the first ever communities in the Indian Ocean region to achieve UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready. And this has become possible due to sustained efforts of these communities working together with officials of the OSDMA and DMA, INCOIS, and MOES under the guidance of the National Tsunami Ready Board that was chaired by Dr. Shenoy, the former director, and IOTIC, my colleague from Jakarta, Adito, and then, of course, my office in IOTWM Secretariat in Perth. We hope that the UNESCO recognition to these communities will act as huge encouragement for them to sustain what they've done already. And the Odisha experience will catalyze wider implementation of this initiative within India and also the broader Indian Ocean region. In closing, allow me to reiterate that the IOC, UNESCO, will continue to facilitate, coordinate, and provide governance for the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning System and other regional systems. Just to recall, one important recent initiative that IOC did was in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, where we have coordinated an impact assessment of COVID-19 on the regional warning systems, how it has impacted the maintenance of observing systems, deployment of tsunami buoys, and operations of the TSPs. So that's a report that is available. And then we also come up with very important guidelines on how to handle tsunami evacuation and response when there is actually a pandemic situation. So these are other important guidelines that are available. So we are confident that all these will be very useful, and then the upcoming UN Decade of Ocean Science for Sustainable Development will provide a great platform for further cooperation in strengthening tsunami and multi-hazard early warning systems. I would like to thank the Secretary to the Government of India, Dr. Rajivan, and the Government of India and colleagues in the Ministry of Earth Sciences for the strong leadership and support of the IOTWMS activities, and wish that all of you stay safe during these challenging times of COVID. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Srinivas, for providing brief account of IOTWMS activities and the status of tsunami ready initiatives in the other regions, as well as the progress in Indian Ocean region. So may I now request Mr. Adito Kodijat, Head Indian Ocean Tsunami Information Center, Jakarta, to give remarks on the Tsunami Ready program as well as the activities of IOTIC.
Thank you very much, Dr. Patabi. I'm sorry, I need to unmute myself. So, very good afternoon to Dr. Rajivan, Secretary from the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary of the National Disaster Management Agency, distinguished Professor Dwi Korita Karnawati, Head of the Agency for Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics of Indonesia, also the Chair of the ICG IOTWMS, Sri Pradip Kumar Jena, Additional Chief Secretary of Odisha, Dr. Satish Shenoy, former Chairman of the Indian National Board of Tsunami Ready, Balak Krishnan Nair, Acting Director of INCOIS, my dear colleague Dr. Srinivas Tumala as the Head of the ICG IOTWMS Secretariat, Dr. Patabi as the Secretary of the Indian National Board for Tsunami Ready, Dr. Vipin Chandra, the Joint Secretary of MOAS, my colleague Mr. Mukhtari and Yulong and others, also the representative from the media. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to say a few words at this important event. It is really a misfortune that we are not able to hand over the certificate in real life with the community, as the Tsunami Ready recognitions belongs to them. However, the current circumstances, it is more important for all of us to follow the COVID-19 protocol to ensure the safety of all. And I'm very happy and thankful that the Ministry of Earth Science and INCOIS initiated this virtual handing over ceremony. This way we are not delaying the acknowledging the two communities in Nolia Shahi and Venkat Raipur of their achievements in getting the recognition of IOC UNESCO on Tsunami Ready community. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I too congratulate the government of India, especially INCOIS, NDMA and OSDMA, as the first Indian Ocean member states taking the initiative on piloting the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready. Piloting the Tsunami Ready is not merely building the capacity of the community to be ready and prepared for the potential tsunami, but also setting up the national framework to implement this program. This is exactly what India has done. India has established the National Board for Tsunami Ready, which was one of the important milestones in piloting this in India. The National Board plays an important role, not only linking to IOC UNESCO, to the ICG IoT WMS Secretariat, as well as to IOTIC, but more importantly, to advocate and guide the national stakeholders in building capacity of the local stakeholders and the community. As Dr. Srinivas mentioned, there are 11 indicators that needs to be met by the community to be recognized as IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready. As a matter of fact, the new guidelines, one of the indicators will be split into two. So in the near future, there will be 12 indicators that needs to be fulfilled by the community. Due to the time constraint, I will not go through one by one of these indicators. We will have another session on that. But allow me just to point out two important aspects related to these indicators. To meet these indicators, a systematic as well as structured approach needs to be taken, and a wider stakeholders needs to be involved. As an example, the first indicators where the community need to have a designated and mapped tsunami hazard zone. To fulfill these indicators, the community needs external support. This is not something that the community can do by themselves. So scientific organizations or university need to help them in developing this science-based tsunami hazard map based on tsunami and Indonesian modeling. On indicators number 9 and number 10 require the community to have a strong link and cooperation with the local disaster management agency. So these indicators exhibited that the Tsunami Ready is not merely building capacity and capability of the community, but also building linkages between the community and the scientific organizations, the disaster management office, and the other stakeholders. So the Tsunami Ready is actually a wider concept that is actually embedded in the program. Ladies and gentlemen, I still remember IOTIC work with the ICG IoT WMS Secretariat, Working Group 1, the task teams in developing the Tsunami Ready guideline for Indian Ocean. At that time, we were very excited with the Tsunami Ready concept as it addressed the gap in the downstream part of our end-to-end tsunami early warning system, which was clearly stated in many of our symposiums, workshops, and meetings. We pilot the Tsunami Ready programs in Indian Ocean through regional approach to ensure member states takes the ownership of piloting this nationally. And we are very happy that India actually takes this ownership in implementing at the national level. Through the IOTIC BMKG programs under the partnership agreements between IOC UNESCO and the government of Indonesia, the IOTIC and the ICG IoT WMS Secretariat have implemented workshops, training programs to support member states in better understanding of the concept of Tsunami Ready program and how to pilot and implement it in the country. The tsunami evacuation map, plans and procedures, trainings, activities as an example of our support for the countries. Through the TM training, one of which was held in INCOIS in Hyderabad in 2018, all member states of the Indian Ocean have been exposed and advocated on the Tsunami Ready. IOTIC will continue to advocate, support member states in piloting the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready program. I'm happy to inform you that during this COVID-19 situations, we will be organizing an online lecture series on IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready in Indian Oceans. The lecture series will consist of 6 sessions on 12 topics. In this lecture series, we will explain about the 12 indicators, why it is important, and how to meet these indicators. We are planning to start with the first lecture on the 3rd week of August in which one of the topic is, of course, lesson learned from India. This lecture series will be in English. It will be free, open to all participants who will register, and we will share the announcement soon through the national tsunami contacts of each of the member states. Ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate all the stakeholders involved in this endeavor of piloting the IOC Tsunami Ready in India, especially INCOIS, NDMA, or SDMA, and especially the two communities in Venkat Raipur as well as in Nolia Sahi. As we know, taking the first steps is the hardest phase, but once you took the first steps, the next steps would be easier. You can learn from the shortage and continue to improve and become much better. Therefore, after these two communities, Nolia Sahi and Venkat Raipur, I hope there will be more Indian coastal communities get recognized as UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready community. I'm also happy with this achievement, as now we can take the lesson learned from India to motivate, encourage, and invite other member states to also pilot Tsunami Ready in their countries. Allow me to end my remarks to remind all of us the important message of Tsunami Ready recognition, which is this recognition does not imply promise that a community can or will perform at a certain level in case of tsunami. Tsunami Ready recognition does not mean that a community is tsunami proof. It is rather the acknowledgement of the mitigation measures adopted by the community to cope with the tsunami risk. Therefore, we need to continue to be vigilant and prepared. This recognition is an achievement, but not the ending. It is a start of a new responsibility to continue to be prepared, to be example to the others. And IOC UNESCO will continue to monitor this and review the sustainability of Tsunami Ready in every 3 to 4 years. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you very much for the opportunities. Thank you very much for piloting, and I wish good luck for the two communities. Thank you.
Thank you, Adito, for your remarks and briefing the concept of Tsunami Ready and the evaluation process. And we are happy to be part of IoTIC's initiatives in capacity building program on Tsunami Ready. Thank you very much. May I now request Professor Dwikorita Karnawati, Head of the Indonesian Agency for Meteorology, Climatology and Geophysics. It's called BMKG in Jakarta, Indonesia, and also the chairperson of ICG IoT WMS of UNESCO IOC, to give her remarks.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Dr. Rajivan, as the Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences of the Government of India, the distinguished Mr. Sri Sarma, as the Member Secretary of the National Disaster Management Agency, Dr. Balakrishnan Nair, the Acting Director of INCOIS, Dr. Satish Shenov, the former chairman of the Indian National Board of Tsunami Ready, and Dr. Srinivas Kumar Tumala, the head of the ICG IoT WMS Secretariat of IOC UNESCO, and also my colleague, Dr. Adito Podiat, the head of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Information Center of IOC UNESCO. Also my dear colleague, Dr. Muhammad Mohtari, the chair of Sub-Regional Working Group for the Northwest Indian Ocean, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Jena, the Additional Chief Secretary of OSA, and also Dr. Rama Rao, the Secretary, Indian National Board for Tsunami Ready. Good afternoon, and I wish you all in a good health. It is a great pleasure for me to give this remark on the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready recognition and certification. I'm happy, despite of the current situation with all the restriction due to the pandemic situation. Through this new normal modalities, we could continue to implement and perform our duties to the community and society. I'm sure most of us are now accustomed to the virtual events, and all of us became more and more productive. Ladies and gentlemen, the IOC UNESCO has been promoting the Tsunami Ready Recognition Program as an international performance-based community recognition pilot consisting of key actions that help to reduce tsunami-related risks to individuals and communities. And this program seeks to build resilience community through awareness and preparedness strategies that will protect livelihoods, and property from tsunami in different regions. By implementing Tsunami Ready program, communities will become aware of the risks they face from tsunami and take steps to address them. The Tsunami Ready program is achieved through collaborative effort to meet a standard level of tsunami preparedness through the fulfillment of established indicators. The Tsunami Ready program is implemented as a voluntary, performance-based community recognition program that promotes an understanding of the concept of readiness as an active collaboration among national and local warning and emergency management agencies, as well as government authorities, scientists, community leaders, and the public. To support current and future piloting of the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready, UNESCO IOC commissioned the review and analysis of the draft IOC manuals and guides number 74, that's about the standard guidelines for the Tsunami Ready Recognition Program. This manual and guides includes the framework and the background information of the Tsunami Ready program, key issues concerning the Tsunami Ready Recognition Program, and its methodological references, as well as the indicators that comprise the evidence to achieve the Tsunami Ready recognitions and the templates for requesting recognition. Also, the glossary of terms and a list of available tools and references to facilitate its implementation. Ladies and gentlemen, within Indian Ocean, the effort to pilot the Tsunami Ready program started 4 years ago, following the recommendation of the IOC UNESCO Working Group on tsunami and other hazards related to sea level warning and mitigation systems. In part, the concept was introduced by during the intersessional meeting of Working Group 1 on tsunami risk, community awareness and preparedness in Bandung in November 2016, and then followed up by several other meetings, those the ICG IoT WMS Steering Group meeting in Perth in January 2017, and the intersessional meeting of Northwest Indian Ocean Working Group in Tehran in February 2017. The 11th session of the ICG IoT in Putrajaya, held in April 2017, decided to pilot CARIB Early Warning System Tsunami Ready guidelines. The ICG assigned IoTIC to work with the newly established intersessional task team on capacity assessment of tsunami preparedness in developing the guidelines for tsunami ready program in the Indian Ocean. The first Indian Ocean tsunami ready workshop was then held in September 2017 under the IoTIC BMKG program. This workshop resulted the finalization of the guideline. The ICG IoT WMS steering group at its 12th meeting Jakarta, September 2017, approved the guideline to be piloted in Indian Ocean and to be reported back to the TOS working group meeting. The two member states piloted the Indian Ocean Tsunami Ready Guideline in line with the IOWIF 18, which is India in 6 communities and Oman in 1 community. Now, I'm really proud to say that 2 communities in India were able to meet all required indicators, and the community of Venkatrapur and Noliasahi are the first 2 communities in Indian Ocean to receive the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, I would conclude my remarks by congratulating the Indian National Board for Tsunami Ready and IOWIF and INCOIS, led by Dr. Satish Shenoy, for all the efforts and achievements in advocating and support the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready program in India. I also congratulate the Odisha State Disaster Management Authority for taking the leadership in piloting the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready in the 2 communities, Venkatrapur and Noliasahi, and for these 2 communities to receive the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready recognition. Thank you for all your kind attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam, for your remarks and highlighting the importance of Tsunami Ready Recognition Program in the Indian Ocean region, and also giving us a brief account on the initiatives that are taken up by the IoT WMS and then the progress. Thank you very much. May I now request Dr. Shenoy, former director in INCOIS and chairman of the national board, as well as is the vice chair of UNESCO IOC, to provide remarks.
Dr. Rajivan, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary, NTMA, Sri Jena, Pradeep Jena, Additional Chief Secretary and General Manager of OSDMA, Adito, Professor Karnavati, Dr. Srinivas Kumar from IoT WMS, Director INCOIS, Dr. Balkrishnan Nair, other distinguished colleagues and the representatives of the 2 villages in Odisha who is participating in this event. A very good afternoon to all of you. I am very glad that an effort that we started together with the Disaster Management agencies of various states a couple of years back. As Professor Karnavati mentioned, this idea was motored about 4 years ago in IoT WMS. And after the idea has been discussed at various levels, we put up this idea to Secretary MOES, and Secretary MOES encouraged us and constituted the national board to facilitate the process of recognizing the communities in India. Accordingly, a national board was constituted under my chairmanship with representatives from Ministry of Earth Sciences, NDMA, OSDMA, and some of the other states disaster management representatives. And we had a couple of meetings. And the first meeting, we were wondering where we will start or which villages we can prepare to be ready for the tsunami. We were fortunate to have the offer from OSDMA to tell us that they have identified 6 villages and they are ready to implement this tsunami ready program in 6 villages in Odisha state. Accordingly, the plans have been prepared, and the training programs, as Aditya has mentioned, were also conducted at various levels, because the tsunami detection, warning, dissemination of the information, and the last mile connectivity, because their community which is going to get affected, they should be aware of the kind of risk and the problem which is going to arise when a tsunami occurs. And that is where the success of entire warning chain will come out. Otherwise, even if the warnings are given and if the community which has to respond is unaware of what they should do or what is the severity of the event which they are going to face, the entire process will be a very, that itself will be a disaster. In fact, in my opinion, even in 2004, if the communities were aware, even if we didn't have any tsunami early warning system, if the communities were aware, the loss could have been minimized much than what it had happened. The best example is as we celebrate the commemorate the villager who burned his haystack in Japan way back in way back a few several years ago on 5th of November to warn his villagers that a tsunami is going to come in that village. That could happen because he had some knowledge and experience of a tsunami. So that kind of a knowledge and experience is a must in the communities when the early warnings are given, so that they can do what is required from them, and the disaster can be completely averted and all the lives can be saved. After several rounds of discussions and OSDMAs, I am really grateful to OSDMA for taking up this effort under the leadership of their very dynamic additional Chief Secretary, Sri Janaji, and preparing these communities. In fact, the national board visited both the villages in Venkatraipur and Nolishahi, and together with the members of ITIC and IoT WMS, and we could see how well prepared these communities are. In fact, it was a really surprise for me, because we not only interacted with the officials in disaster management, the chain in Odisha, we went to the level of meeting the people in the village across the age groups. And one grandmother, I still remember, she is very much aware of the tsunami signs and what she should do. The way she described it was very commendable. Even the other younger people also, they knew what they should do, and I actually salute the Odisha state for the kind of preparedness they have. And more importantly, all these people, they were able to distinguish between storm surge and the tsunami, because Odisha is exposed to storm surges as well as to tsunamis, and all these people, they can even distinguish that. So seeing their knowledge and preparedness, and as laid down by the IOC is guidelines, UNESCO IOC's guidelines, National Board had no hesitation to recognize them as tsunami-ready villages in India, and to recommend to IOC UNESCO that these two villages are now ready for this great recognition. I am happy that, as Professor Karnavati has mentioned, these are the first two villages which are being recognized by UNESCO IOC in the Indian Ocean region as tsunami-ready villages. I congratulate the representatives of the villages, the DMs of Jagat Singhpur and the district where the Venkatraipur is situated, both the district DMs as well as the OSDMA officials, and more importantly, the general manager of OSDMA, Sri Pradeep Jena. All your efforts and your support has fructified, and we are here today to hand over these certificates formally by the hands of Secretary MOES to the representatives of Venkatraipur and Nolishahi. And I thank Director in COIS, IOTIC, and Secretariat IOTWMS for inviting me to participate in this event, wearing two caps, one as the chair of National Board, and I was associated with the entire process during the last couple of years, and also being the vice chair of IOC for this region. So let me congratulate all those involved in this process for fructifying the efforts to the level of recognition of these two villages. And also I wish that soon other 4 villages in Odisha as well as in the other states will become eligible to be recognized as tsunami-ready villages in India. I look forward to hear more and more news about the day all the villages along the Indian coast are ready for tsunami as well as other oceanogenic multi-hazards which can arise from the oceans. And I wish that all our communities are safe, because these are natural calamities which we cannot stop. But if we make the efforts in warning and dissemination and the tsunami or the disaster readiness, we can avoid the casualties, and success is ours. Thank you very much. And I conclude my remarks here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your remarks and the excellent or wonderful memories. No, I remember the visit of National Board and your guidance in evaluating these tsunami-ready indicators after the village and recommending to UNESCO IOC. So I am happy to be part of this great endeavor as the member secretary. Thank you very much for your guidance, sir. So now I request Sri Pradeep Jena ji, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha and Managing Director, OSDMA, to address the gathering.
Thank you, respected Dr. M. Rajivan, Secretary Metropolis Government of India, Mr. J.B.B. Sharma, Member Secretary, National Disaster Management Authority, Government of India, who was also one of my predecessors heading this organization, Odisha State Disaster Management Authority. Dr. T. Srinivas Kumar, Head ICG IoT WMS, Mr. Aditya Kodija, Head IoT ICG, Professor Nikolita Karnavati, DG BMKG, Dr. Sinha, Vice Chairperson, UNESCO IAC, former Director Inquiries, Dr. T.M. Balakrishnan Nayak, Director Inquiries, Mr. Patabi Ramarao, Head TWG Inquiries and Member Secretary, National Board, other delegates from MOES, Government of India, Inquiries, colleagues from Australia, Indonesia, Bahrain and other places, my colleagues from Odisha, particularly the communities from SI and Venkatrayapur and the collector and district magistrates of Ganjam district and Jagatsinghpur district. At the outset, I must thank UNESCO, IOC, IoT WMS, IoTIC, and Inquiries for helping us to be part of this and in the end recognizing the efforts of Odisha and two of the communities to get the tag of tsunami readiness in the whole of the Indian Ocean region. I am really thankful to all of you. Odisha has a very long history of disasters and because of its geographic location on the eastern seaboard, we are extremely vulnerable to tropical cyclones and also we are vulnerable to Indian Ocean tsunami. The state had seen in 1999, 40 years back, a very severe super cyclone in which more than 10,000 people lost their lives. Since then, Odisha has been a different state. We have shifted from the response-centric disaster management to preparedness-centric management, emphasizing on planning, preparedness, and prevention. We are the first state to have a dedicated state disaster management authority as well as a dedicated state disaster rapid action force. And in the last 20 years, we have seen 7 major cyclones. 3 in the last 1 year. In the last 13 months, we have seen 3 cyclones. 2 summer cyclones, 1 in May last year, then 1 in November, 5 months after the summer cyclone, another cyclone in November. 2020 May, again we had another cyclone. And because of learning from last 20 years and the willingness of the state to look at planning and preparedness, I am very happy to report that the state has reduced the adverse impacts of such disasters on the communities. We have prepared adequate infrastructure, and we have trained community volunteers in more than 25,000 villages on various aspects of disaster management. Since 2004, we started with the support of UNDP, we started community-based disaster preparedness program, whereby we work with the communities, explain to them various aspects of disasters, its impacts, its mitigation measures, and prepare the communities in terms of early warning dissemination, in terms of search and rescue, evacuation skills, shelter management skills, as well as providing first aid and psychosocial counseling support to the communities. This saga is still continuing, and the focus of the state of Odisha has been basically intuitive planning and creating infrastructure well in advance, empowering communities to take charge of the situation through community-led efforts, decentralized governance through empowerment of the grassroots Panchayat Raj institution members, and use of technology in planning, monitoring, and management. And to add to this, the Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, who in fact assumed the chair of Chief Ministership after the 99 super cycle, he has given his philosophy of a zero casualty mission. So therefore, the administration down to the communities are working hard to ensure that no life is lost due to a disaster. And I'm happy to report that the last two cycles, November 2019 as well as May 2020, in these two cycles, we have not lost a single life. In the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, though it spared Odisha, we have seen the devastation that has caused in the whole of Southeast Asia, including India. And we can't forget what had happened. And therefore, there is a need for working with communities, not only preparing them for cyclones or storms, but preparing them to face the tsunami, which is more severe, more dangerous, and more sudden. Since Odisha is close to the Indo-Burmese microplate boundary and Indo-Australian plate boundary, we are very vulnerable to tsunami, and therefore we have decided to prepare ourselves to face the tsunami disasters. We have mapped all the 328 tsunami-prone villages along the coast, eastern coast of India, within 1.5 kilometers from the coastline, and initiated the tsunami preparedness plan in these communities. We have also by now set up 122 remotely operable alert siren systems to alert the communities at a very short notice. We are further working on augmenting the technology-based solutions to enable government and the local communities to face future disasters more effectively. We in Government of Odisha believe an empowered and a skilled community can achieve much better results in mitigating the tsunami impacts. We are continuously and constantly working with elected grassroots leaders, public representatives, community volunteers, and women self-help groups to understand various dimensions of tsunami and cyclone, vis-a-vis cyclone and storm surge, and are trying to build their capacity and reskilling them in responding to the disasters, particularly with respect to early warning disabilities, search and rescue, evacuation, shelter management, and post-disaster resettlement and rehabilitation. With active support of UNESCO, INCOIS, and others, Odisha has been the first state in India to get 2 coastal villages tagged as tsunami ready. We have tried 6, but because of small problems, another 4 could be ready by now. But we are sure in the coming days those 4 also will be ready in the next 1 or 2 months. This makes India the country to be first in the Indian Ocean region to achieve this honor. The Venkatrai Fort village in Rangelunda block of Ganjam district and Muriasar village in Esma block of Jagatsinghpur district have been acknowledged by the Intergovernmental Oceanographic Commission of UNESCO for greater preparedness to face the tsunami disaster. This is just the beginning of a new chapter which bestows on us new responsibilities. The present effort is the beginning of this initiative. We are quite excited about this, and our association with UNESCO, IOTWMS, INCOIS, NDMA, and MOES, and everyone who are supporting involved with this. I extend my thanks to all those who have cooperated with us, who have built our capacity, who have guided us in helping our communities to be tsunami ready. And today, in fact, when the National Board and IOG members are visited Odisha in 13th and 14th of December, I have assured that by next October, November, I will make all the 320 villages ready. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we are little slow. But today I assure that in next 1 year, we will have an aggressive campaign and work with the communities and make all the 328 villages of Odisha, all along the 480 kilometer coast of Odisha, all those communities will make them tsunami ready. Just one line in vernacular Odia language, I would like to tell for my communities who are present today in the concert. Odia Sai or Venkat Raipur, the Samasta community leader, उभय जिला प्रशासन समस्त को स्टेट डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी तरफ विशेष धन्यवाद दूची जे आपण माने प्रथम गाँ हिचंती इंडियन ओशन विजन भारतीय महासागर अंचल रे सुनामी रेडी विलेज स्टार्ट पाया पई सति पई मो आपण मान को विशेष धन्यवाद दूची आ आपण मान को कांग्रेचुलेट करूची फॉर दिस रेयर ऑनर फैक्टर and you two villages will certainly motivate all other villages in the state and maybe in the country to make Indian coastal villages tsunami ready in near times. With this, I thank everyone concerned with the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for briefing the OSDMA activities and the latest achievements in disaster mitigation related to various oceanogenic disasters. So we know that Odisha is prone to oceanogenic disasters and now has grown to the level to be a role model to other states to follow in mitigating these disasters. Thank you very much for your address, sir. Now I would request the guest of honor, Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary, NDMA, Government of India, to address the August gathering.
Good afternoon. Sri Rajivan, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences. Sri Pradeep Jana, Additional Chief Secretary, Odisha and MD, OSDMA. Professor Vikorita Karnavati, Dr. Satish Shenoy, Dr. Srinivas Kumar, Dr. Ardito, Dr. Balakrishnan, colleagues from OSDMA, district collectors of Ganjam and Jagatsinghpur districts, villagers of Venkatraipur and Nolyasahi, Dr. Pattabhi Ramarao from INCOIS, and friends. At the outset, I would like to thank INCOIS and the organizers for inviting me to this very important occasion. I extend my heartiest congratulations to my colleagues in the government of Odisha and the communities of Nolyasahi and Venkatraipur villages. ମୁଁ ये दुईटी गाँव वेंकटरायपुर एवं नलियासाही ये ग्रामवासी मानकु मु राष्ट्रीय एनडीएमए तरफरु हार्दिक अभिनंदन जनाउछि एवं आशा करुछि आगामी दिन रे आउरी भल भावरे से माने ये विपर्य को तैयारी रे तार प्रस्तुति रे तांकरा चेष्टा जारी रखिबे. As all of you are aware, the Government of India, in recognition of the importance of disaster management as a national priority, has enacted the Disaster Management Act in the year 2005, immediately after the Indian Ocean tsunami. NDMA, as the apex body, is mandated to lay down policies, plans, and guidelines for holistic disaster management in the country, and also to ensure necessary coordination between all the stakeholder organizations. NDMA has issued 30 different guidelines on various hazards and cross-cutting areas, including tsunami. As many of you may be aware, Honorable Prime Minister of India is the chairperson of the National Disaster Management Authority of India, and he has always laid emphasis on the need for scientific communities to come together and work with the disaster management officials so that the communities are better aware of the disaster risk management. In this regard, I would like to mention that capacity building of the communities is extremely important, and stepping up the preparedness of the communities through community-based disaster risk reduction programs is extremely important. The full-scale mock tsunami drills which are conducted under this program are extremely important, and similar programs for mock exercises are also being done for other hazards. INCOIS had conducted a multi-stage mega mock exercise for tsunami in the east coast of India in November 2017, and we had more than 350 villages from different parts of the east coast of India who participated in this mock exercise, and more than 1 lakh people, more than 100,000 people participated in this program and evacuated themselves during the mock drill. The participation of Orissa State Disaster Management Authority and the community level participation in Odisha has been of exemplary high order. Through providing timely advisories and early warning centers, and also through dissemination of the early warning, the officials are doing their best to see that the communities are fully kept aware. The preparedness of the communities during the normal time without waiting for the disaster is extremely important, and the experience of Odisha in normal time management, the peacetime management of the multi-purpose cyclone shelters is also extremely relevant in this context when we are talking about the communities being tsunami ready. So I would like to conclude here by stating that as the communities are the first responders, NDMA will be more than willing to support such efforts of different state governments and INCOIS in this type of endeavors. Empowering the communities through such purposeful initiatives and recognition like this Tsunami Ready program will certainly go a long way in ensuring that India becomes a disaster resilient nation. With these words, I thank INCOIS for having given me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your address. And I'm sure that with the support of NDMA, we can take forward this this particular program to extend it to all the coastal states. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I would now request the chief guest of this event, Dr. Rajivan, Secretary, Ministry of Earth Sciences, to address the August gathering.
We can't hear. I think the microphone is muted.
Yeah, sorry. Good evening to all of you. Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary, NDMA. Sri Pradeep Jena, Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha. Professor Dwigarita Karnavati, Chairperson of ICG. Dr. Shenoy, former Director of INCOIS and Chairman of the National Board. Dr. Srinivas Kumar and Dr. Aditito from UOC UNESCO. Dr. Balakrishnan Nair, Director in charge of INCOIS. Colleagues from MOES, OSDMA, and communities of Odisha. As all of you know, that the December 26, 2004 tsunami exposed the vulnerability of the Indian coastline to ocean hazards, and the Indian Tsunami Early Warning System Center was set up at the Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services, INCOIS, in a stipulated time, and functioned perfectly since its inception in October 2007. The center is now capable of issuing tsunami bulletins in less than 10 minutes after any major earthquake in the Indian Ocean, and also has functioned flawlessly with its establishment. Several innovative concepts were also introduced in tsunami modeling, mapping of coastal inundation, decision support system, SOPs to meet the emerging challenges and provide accurate and timely tsunami early warnings. Further, India has been providing tsunami advisories along with Australia and Indonesia to 25 countries, Indian Ocean region, since October 2011 as a regional tsunami service provider under the framework of the Intergovernmental Coordination Group of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System of UNESCO IOC, and contributing significantly to its initiatives and programs in this region. Through the continuous efforts of scientists and disaster management officers, there has been a substantial improvement in tsunami warnings and timelines by deploying better sensors, better accurate models, and concurrent multiple modes of dissemination. However, the success of a warning is measured by what actions people take once the respective authorities issue a public warning. Surviving a tsunami depends on the ability of an individual in the hazard zone to recognize warning signals, make correct decisions, and act quickly. INGOIS regularly conducts workshops, training sessions to create awareness and preparedness for state and district level disaster management officials and security agencies. INGOIS also conducts tsunami mock exercise biannually in coordination with ICG at regional level and conducts at national level mock exercise alternate years in coordination with the Ministry of Home Affairs and NDMA and state disaster management agencies to strengthen the readiness to handle the emergency situations with the stakeholders. The last tsunami mock exercise and multi-stage mega mock exercise number 2017 were great examples on building a tsunami resilient community. I should take this opportunity to thank NDMA for their support to INGOIS and Ministry in organizing the capacity building programs and tsunami mock exercises. Tsunami Ready is a very good initiative by IOC of UNESCO to promote tsunami preparedness through active collaboration of public community leaders and national and local emergency management agencies. It provides a structural and systematic approach to build community preparedness for tsunami emergencies and to minimize loss of life and property. I'm happy to learn that ICG IOTWMS of the Indian Ocean Tsunami Information Center of IOC UNESCO facilitated the piloting of Tsunami Ready in the Indian Ocean region by developing regional guidelines and building capacities of member states through regional and national workshops. To implement and monitor the Tsunami Ready and IOWave exercise in India, Ministry of Earth Sciences established a national board under the chairmanship of Director INGOIS, with the members drawn from MOES, NDMA, MHA, OSDMA, Andaman and Nicobar Islands Director of Disaster Management, etc. INGOIS has initiated capacity building program on Tsunami Ready in India and organized a training workshop on Tsunami Ready concept to disaster management agencies of coastal states and UTs jointly with IOTWMS and IOTAS, TAC. The Odisha State Disaster Management Authority, Odisha, has piloted the Tsunami Ready program in 6 villages during the IOWave exercise in 2018. We all know that the OSDMA has been doing an excellent job for the last many years. After the 99 tropical cyclone experience, they have improved a lot and they have now state-of-art systems to warn the people and take care of the people of Odisha government. I should take this opportunity to congratulate OSDMA for their excellent work in disaster management. The National Board, along with the UNESCO IOC delegates, initially visited 2 of these villages of Vengratrepur in Ganjam district and Nolai Saki in Jagatsinghpur district of Odisha during December 2019 and recognized them as Tsunami Ready and recommended for UNESCO IOC for recognition. With the UNESCO IOC recognition of these 2 communities from Odisha, India is the first country in the Indian Ocean region and Odisha is the first state to achieve the Tsunami Ready recognition. So I should really congratulate Odisha for this. So therefore, congratulations to Vengraipur and also Nolia Saki communities and stakeholders for this great achievement. I should also congratulate the OSDMA and INGOIS colleagues for successful implementation of Tsunami Ready program in Odisha, and it is a great success. I thank the support extended by the National Board, NDMA, ICG, IoT WMS, and IoTIC of UNESCO IOC in this great accomplishment. I hope that the recognition of these two communities from Odisha will encourage the coastal communities of the coastal states of India to implement this program. As Dr. Shenoy was mentioning, this should be extended to all other states also. I am glad to know that INGOIS is planning to extend the Tsunami Ready concept with the support from NDMA, IoT WMS, and IoTIC. I am sure that the ministry will extend all support such important initiatives to build tsunami resilient communities along the Indian coast. Once again, I should congratulate the OSDMA, INGOIS, ICG, IoT, WMS, and the communities of the Nolai Sahi and Ventraipur of Odisha. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your address, and also I thank for all the support that is extended by you to the National Board as well as INCOIS. And with your assurance, sir, we are now ready to take up this particular initiative to extend it to all the coastal states of India. Thank you very much, sir. And now we have come to the very important agenda point, that is a presentation of certificates. Having successfully piloted the UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready initiatives, the UNESCO, through its Indian Ocean Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System Framework, has recognized the two communities in Odisha, state of India, that is Venkatraipur and Nolia Sahi. So may I now request the Chief Guest, Secretary MOS, Dr. Rajivan, to present the UNESCO IOC Certificate of Recognition to the community of Venkatraipur, Ganjam District, Orissa. So, Shri Vijay.
I will show like this. Assume that I have handed over to you.
Yes, sir. So please show it on the camera, sir. So I request Shri Vijay Amruta Kulange, Collector and District Magistrate, along with two community members, Mr. K. Apparao and D. Padmanabhan, to receive the certificate of recognition from the chief guest.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to hold again?
Yes, sir. So Venkatraipur, can you confirm? Can you show us on the camera?
We can ask them to talk, Patavi. Just
yeah,
talk,
you have to talk if you want.
They will come back. They'll come to the screen if they
yeah,
talk.
You have to say something so that you can come on the screen.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, just presenting is a certificate of appreciation to Mrs. K. Apparao. Sir.
I also request the chief guest to present the UNESCO IOC Certificate of Appreciation to the communities, community members of Venkatraipur who has contributed to this program. I request chief guest to present the certificate to Mr. K. Apparao, Secretary CSNMC of Venkatraipur.
Vijay, are you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So please transfer the certificate to Mr. Apparao.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, when you show the certificate, speak, sir, so that you can be on the screen, sir. Rajivan, sir.
On the screen?
Hello.
Sir, Sir, when you show the certificate, if you speak, you can be on the screen, sir.
Yeah, so congratulations to Mr. Apparao.
Yeah, now I will request you to.
So I think this certificate can be seen here.
Sir, I request Mr. Apparao to speak few words.
Okay.
ये अवार्ड मिलवार बहुत खुशी सर।
Thank you. Thank you
Sir,
very
he
much.
just expressing his happiness for this award.
Yeah,
and
we could understand.
His preparedness in sustainable manner. Thank you, sir.
Sir, now I request you to present the certificate of appreciation to D. Padmanabham, community leader, Venkatraipu, sir.
Yeah, so congratulations, Mr. Padmanabham.
हमको ये जो रिकॉर्डिंग कले हम बहुत खुशी है हमारे जिला कलेक्टर मध्य बहुत खुशी हम समस्त खुशी है
Thank you.
So he expresses his happiness.
So now I request the chief guest to present the UNESCO IOC certificate of recognition to the community of Nolia Sahi, Jagatsinghpur district, Odisha. I request Sri Sachidananda Sahu, ADM, Jagatsinghpur, and community members Mr. Bhimsen Raut and Mr. D. M. Behra of Nolia Shahi village to receive the certificate of recognition. May I now request Secretary Sir to present the certificate of recognition.
Congratulations, Mr. Sahu.
Sachi, are you able to hear?
Yeah.
Sachidanand. Jagatsinghpur, are you able to hear?
So if they can talk something, they can come on screen, sir. Sachidananda Sahu.
Sachidanand Sahu, take kuha.
Their mic is muted. Ask them to unmute the mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. તમે સુની પાડછો તો અનમ્યુટ કરો તો માઈક તક અનમ્યુટ કરો હા સર ઓકે વેરી ગુડ
Yeah, they have come online, sir.
Yeah, good. So congratulations to you.
Handing over the certificates to Mr. Narendra Mandan Behra and Mr. Bhimsen Raut.
Thank you and congratulations. Now I request chief guest to present the UNESCO IOC certificate of appreciation to community members from Nolia Sahi village, Mr. Bhimsen Raut, Sarpanch and President, Cyclone Shelter Management and Maintenance Committee, Nolia Sahi village. Sir,
Congratulations, Mr. Raut. Congratulations.
Sir, now I request you to present UNESCO IOC certificate of appreciation to Mr. Daridram Manajan Behra, Secretary CS MMC Nolia Sahi.
Yeah, so congratulations, Mr. Daridra Behra.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, and congratulations to both the community leaders and the villagers who received this award.
I request you collect this back from my office and send it to them by post.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You should do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Now, I request guest of honor, Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary, NDMA, to present the UNESCO IOC certificate of appreciation to the officials of OSDMA who have contributed significantly in implementation of the Tsunami Ready program. May I now request Sri Sharma ji, Member Secretary, NDMA, to present the certificate of appreciation to Sri Pradeep Janaji, Additional Chief Secretary and Managing Director, OSDMA. Sir,
Pradeep, hearty congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
May I now request guest of honor to present appreciation certificate to Mr. Satyaranjan Sahu, Chief General Manager, OSDMA.
Sahu Babu, hearty congratulations.
May I now request sir to present a certificate of appreciation to Bolanath Mishra, General Manager, OSDMA.
Bholanath Babu, hearty congratulations.
Sir, now I request you to present the certificate of appreciation to Parvatranjan Mohapatra, Joint Relief Commissioner, Odisha.
Prabhat, hearty congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir, and congratulations to OSDMA team for successfully achieving this particular tsunami ready implementation in Odisha. So now I request Professor Vikorita, chairperson, ICG IoT MWS, to present the tsunami ready signage boards to the officials of OSDMA. This need to be set up at these villages. May I now request Professor Vikorita to present the tsunami ready signage boards of Nolia Shahi and Venkatraipur to Pradeep Janaji, additional Chief Secretary and MD OSDMA. Yeah, that is the Venkatraipur. Madam, please speak something so that we can show.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the signage board.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure on behalf of IOC UNESCO and the Intergovernmental Coordination Group of the Indian Ocean Tsunami and Mitigation System to virtually hand over the IOC UNESCO Tsunami Ready sign to the Odisha State Disaster Management Authority to be delivered to the community of Nolia Shahi. Please show the picture of the Nolia Shahi Tsunami Ready sign on the camera, please.
Even the Nolia site and the district also has received it.
Yes, sir, we are here.
Please show to the camera.
Yes,
Can
yes,
you
Professor
show
Vikorita.
the
Yes,
sign on the camera? Yeah, Nolia. I show this. Can you see?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. One more then. One more. And also to the community of Venkatraipur. Venkatraipur. This one, please. Okay, great. Well, I congratulate the two communities and encourage them to maintain and sustain this high level of preparedness, as has indicated through this recognition. Thank you very much for all your kind effort, for all your work hard, so you can make it happen, recognized as the community tsunami ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for presenting the tsunami ready signage boards to both the communities. And I request OSDMA to set up these signage boards at the respective villages. So now we have come to the last point on the agenda, that is vote of thanks. Again, it's my privilege to propose vote of thanks on behalf of INCOIS, ICG IoT WMF, and IoTIC of UNESCO IOC. At the outset, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Rajivan, Secretary MOES, for his unstinted support and guidance in implementing various programs of INCOIS. Sir, we thank you for your gracious presence here as the chief guest, in spite of your busy schedule at the ministry, and presenting these certificates. And also we assure you, sir, that INCOIS will be part of extending this program, and we are planning to conduct capacity building programs to all the coastal states to implement Tsunami Ready, and whatever is required, INCOIS is going to provide through these capacity building programs and trainings. So I thank Sri GVV Sharma, Member Secretary, NDMA, for kindly accepting our invitation to grace this occasion in the midst of his busy schedule at NDMA due to the current pandemic situation. The support extended by NDMA to INCOIS in organizing capacity building programs and tsunami mock drills is very crucial, as it is very difficult for us as a scientific institution to coordinate with the disaster management agencies of respective states, where NDMA is helping us very much in coordinating with the state government and implementing the capacity building programs. Sir, I thank you very much for all the support given by NDMA and you from our INCOIS side. Thank you very much, sir. So OSDMA is always in the forefront to take up the new initiatives and adopting the latest development in disaster management, on all aspects of disaster management. Implementation of Tsunami Ready is one of the best example, and I thank Sri Pradeep Jana and team of OSDMA, collectors of the districts and communities for their support extended to the visit of National Board to the villages for verification of Tsunami Ready indicators. Congratulations to all, and OSDMA being the role model in implementing the Tsunami Ready, we look forward for many more communities to adopt the Tsunami Ready concept from Odisha, and it will be an inspiration to other coastal states to implement the program. Thank you very much, sir. I thank Dr. Shenoy, former director in INCOIS and chairman of the National Board, for guiding the implementation of Tsunami Ready concept in India, and also the suggestions, the recommendation given to the board as well as to INCOIS to extend this program further to all the coastal states. And I also thank members of the National Board for their contributions in the evaluation process of the Tsunami Ready indicators in these two communities and joining this event, and recommend to UNESCO IOC for recognition. My sincere thanks to Professor Vikorita, chairperson of the ICG IoT-MWS, for her guidance and encouragement in IoT-WMS initiatives in the Indian Ocean region. Thank you, madam, for your kind presence in this event and for your address, and also presenting the tsunami signage boards to the communities. It is indeed
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. It is indeed a great honor for INCOIS to host this event, and I thank UNESCO IOC for the recognition of these communities as Tsunami Ready. It is always a great pleasure working with IoT-WMS and IoT colleagues, and I thank Dr. Srinivas, head of the IoT-WMS Secretariat, and Mr. Ardito IoT for giving us this opportunity to host this event jointly. I also thank all the officials, officers, the steering group members, as well as the Secretariat colleagues of IoT-WMS for implementing this Tsunami Ready program successfully in India. So my sincere thanks to Dr. Balakrishnan Nair, Director in charge INCOIS, for all his support in organizing this event. I would also like to extend my thanks to Tsunami Early Warning Center team for all their support in all respects, like providing the trainings, capacity building trainings, organizing the workshops, and then organizing this mock drills. Their support is very, very essential, and I thank all their support. We are working with a very minimal and efficient team, and without their support, we cannot achieve these targets. My special thanks goes to Mr. Ajay, who has been the person who is coordinating with all the participants of this event and organizing this event. I also thank my colleagues from INCOIS for supporting in organizing this event, as well as their support in all our effort. Last but not the least, the vote of thanks would be incomplete if I fail to acknowledge all those who involved directly or indirectly in organizing this meeting. Thank you once again. Thank you very much. And now we conclude this virtual event. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patabi. Thank you, everyone.
Kalau lift itu gimana? Dismiss ya.